Welcome to Trust the Cones. Hey guys, welcome to episode 2 of Trust the Cones podcast.
This is exciting for us. We got some big news today.
Yeah.
It's April 2nd, we're recording this. Hopefully the podcast makes it up soon after that.
Yes.
But we have a new raid boss today.
Mm-hmm. Couple new raid bosses.
Yeah. So Latios, I have no idea how to say it.
Yeah, that sounds right to me.
Yeah, guys, bear with us with pronunciation. Pokemon's new to me. Like, my kids know it, but I don't know a lot of these things. So once you get past Gen 1, my pronunciations are awful.
Yeah.
So it's a dragon, it's psychic. It looks really cool.
We 3-manned it already.
Yeah, we did. We 3-manned it. The first raid we did with good cell phone reception, we 3-manned it easily.
I think we had, what, 23 seconds left?
Yeah, I don't think it was a good run either.
I mean, yeah, not necessarily like going to be a world record time or anything like that, but it was fun to do.
Yeah, it's a lot like Rayquaza in that the dragons are really good against it. The difference is the ice types don't do nearly as much because it's only a single damage instead of double because there's no flying type. So you're going to use your dragons, you're going to use your T-Tar and your Mewtwo, which are all Pokemon I like a lot. So
yeah,
pretty happy about that.
Part of the Kevin 7.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We got other raid bosses today too. So Tier 1, Duskull.
All right.
Shuppet. And I guess we have Magikarp and Swablu still as Tier 1.
Okay.
So I'll actually...
So they took out Wailmer?
Wailmer, and there was another one too.
Yeah.
I don't remember. It doesn't matter.
But the Duskull and the... Shuppet will be good for the people going after their Mew quests and need those ghost types.
Absolutely, because on that level, you're going for the ghosts and the raids at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's really works very, very well.
And then always that chance at the shiny as well.
Yeah, so I don't have a shiny Shuppet, nor do I actually have a good Shuppet.
Yeah.
So I'll probably do a Shuppet raid tomorrow.
I don't have shinies. I do have 100%. It's not the Shuppet anymore, though. I did evolve it. So. Okay. But yeah, I really like that color of Shuppet, so I want to get a shiny. So I might do a few of them.
Yeah, I'll definitely do at least one for sure. I don't know if you can get a shiny in the first try.
Yeah.
I'm not good at getting shinies at raids, so who knows?
I do have one Duskull shiny, so I'm still working on another because I've
caught a lot of Duskull without getting a shiny, so maybe I'll get one that way. Tier 2, the big addition is Sneasel and Mischievous. So another ghost type, which I guess is good for the badging.
I guess.
Or not the badging, the quest.
The quest, yeah.
Neither of those excite me too much?
No. I'm kind of surprised Sneasel, because I don't think Sneasel's good for anything, really.
It does evolve.
Ice and dark.
It evolves in Gen 4.
Yeah, but...
Exactly.
It's not going to be...
Not going to be super special anyway.
So...
I have a decent one, so I don't think I'll ever do that.
Mm-hmm. I don't know even that I have a decent one, but I don't know that I care that much either, so... Unless I can chase 100 somewhere.
Yeah, I'm not even really sure what I'd want to use against it. Like, is it just another...
It's dark and ice.
So it's a Machamp superstar.
Yeah.
Alright, so maybe I'll do that. Maybe it'll be fun to just destroy it with a
Machamp. Just knock it out real quick,
Yeah. And Mischievous, I'll never... Again, Gen 4, but I'll never touch it. It's useless. It's useless in Gen 4. Mawile stays around, which is cool.
Yeah, I still need a shiny. That one I actually do really want a shiny.
Okay.
I just really like the look of it, so I whenever I see one, I do it.
Yeah.
So
I didn't know that. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Sableye sticks around, so we have all the ghosts in the world, it feels like.
Yeah. And I actually have my shiny Sableye now. I finally caught one, so I'll never do one of those again.
And then there's Executor as well. I like Executor.
Yeah.
I think it's a pretty fun raid.
I mean, it's still a viable Pokemon, like a grass type, so, you know.
Have you seen the challenge on Sylph Road of beating with a Venomoth?
I have. I don't have a good enough Venomoth for it. I, been checking my, Venonats, crazy, because I want to do it.
Yeah.
But I feel like you have to pump 1 to 40 to have, a really good shot at it, or be very good at dodging.
So I have a Legacy one, and I'm good at dodging, so I probably should try it.
You could probably get it before I will, so.
I haven't done the math behind how easy or hard it is yet.
It's not easy.
Is it really hard?
It's very hard. You have to dodge almost everything. You definitely want to do it on a rainy day as well too.
Okay.
To get the boosts, but it's not easy.
Yo, on that aside, I fall in love with Pinsir.
Yeah.
Because I'm fighting Mewtwo on Saturday, and it's going to be rainy apparently. So Pinsir in rain's actually good against Mewtwo.
Yeah.
So
I feel like I'm still going to use my Gengar, my 2 Mewtwo's, and my T-Tar.
And you're fine. You know, it's not going to make a big difference. I think probably it's slower, but just like the chance to use pincer is pretty cool. It's just something I've never had a good pincer. It used to be in 10K eggs, like a long time ago.
I mean, I do actually have a 100% sizer that's leveled up. I could actually maybe max that because I think I'm going to be doing another 3-man on Saturday too. So it might actually be better for time-wise to...
I dumped a lot of dust into a sizer, or scissor, whatever the hell it's called, and I really regret it.
Yeah?
I used it once. I used it in that, unique Pokemon.
Oh, okay.
It was great for that. It was very, very helpful. But I haven't used it since then. And, honestly, I like Scyther better.
Yeah.
Because the moveset you're using is just Focus Blast. And Scyther actually runs better in a Sims than in Scissor.
Really?
Yeah, for Focus Blast moveset, I'm serious. So, I know your Mewtwo is all your battle wins.
Yeah.
My Scyther is all my battle wins.
Funny.
Because back in the day, Executor was every single gym.
Yeah.
So you just you figure one Scyther on it, you bring it out, you go nuts, And,
yeah, I'm over 5,600 battles won with that Mewtwo.
He was over 5,000 like a week ago, too.
Yeah.
That's the craziest part. So that's like 600 in a week. Tier 3, new additions are Pincers, Speak of the Devil, and Granbull.
Granbull is kind of that to me.
We lose Jolteon, I think, is the only one we lose. We still have Gengar, Piloswine, Jinx, and Machamp.
I'm kind of sad about the Jolteon. I actually didn't get a chance to try one before it left.
Jolteon was my favorite thing they've done in the game so far. I loved it. I did a couple unboosted. I got most of the movesets, usually with like a couple seconds left. It was very difficult. I couldn't beat Volt Switch Discharge. I don't know that I could have, in all honesty. But I did it boosted a few times too and put up some nice times. And
that's awesome.
It was fun.
I actually still need 100% Jolteon too. I have a Vaporeon and I have a Flareon, so that would have been a better chance of trying to get one too than just praying and hoping for an Eevee. So.
Can I make a confession? When I was doing the Jolteons, I would run after the battle and not even try to get
Oh, you hurt my
I didn't
soul.
even check IVs or anything. I just
hurt my soul.
During some of the double dust ones, I did it.
Yeah.
But, just the extra dust, but it was really like
just going for the times. And
do the time and then go to the next raid. You know.
Yep.
Tier 4, Whaleren, the evolved Celia. I don't know how it's called.
Yeah, the weird looking thing.
So that is a difficult 2-man in regular weather and an easy 2-man in cloudy. Okay. So think about it as like Golem.
Yeah.
For ice type or whatever.
Okay.
So essentially, you have the one thing that can do it, and that's Machamp. And you're going to beat it sometimes when all done. It's probably actually a little harder than Golem.
Yeah.
But then with Cloudy, it's very, very easy. And I imagine, I haven't run the Sims on Raikou yet, but I imagine Raikou's going to be able to do it too pretty easily.
Let's try it out.
Yeah, so I'll do that until I duo it, just to kind of do that. But it's a Pokemon I hate.
Yeah.
I don't like the look of it, so I won't spend too much time on it.
Yeah.
We have Houndoom as a new raid too.
And that's a tier 4?
Tier 4.
That's interesting.
That was out in Japan when they had some of the events.
Oh, that is
on.
right, yeah.
I don't know if it's Japan or somewhere out there.
I think,
Korea.
One of the two.
Yeah, don't exactly remember, but I was one at the time. I was like, oh, I want to try that.
Yeah.
So I think I'll give it a try.
Yeah. Not opposed to it.
Well, it's going to use, it's going to be weak to Machamp, and it's going to be weak to Kyogre, which are two of my favorite Pokemon.
And I just finished maxing out my second Kyogre, so we definitely have solid teams.
So I haven't done the math on that one yet at all. I'm sure it's doable.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it's going to be a pretty easy duo.
Sweet.
So that'll be a lot of fun to try. And then Tyranitar stays, Absol stays, and I'm pretty surprised Aggron stayed.
I'm not, just because it's a new... It's a Gen 3. And some people might not have it, so I think that's more the reason. I think that's why you still see Mawile. I think that's why you still see Absol.
Yeah, but Mawile and Absol you can find in the wild. Like, I feel like Aeron's everywhere you look. You can't find them in the wild. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's true, but I still just think the fact that it's so new, I think that's the only reason that it stuck around. But you were wrong on one of your predictions, though. Dragonite did not become a boss.
Yeah, I was like sure Dragonite would be a tier 4 boss.
I'm surprised. I can't believe it's not.
I mean, people have them. I think it would be a lot of fun to do.
I would love to do it. I think that would be a lot of fun.
So I was very disappointed when I saw that.
Yeah.
But maybe it'll happen someday. And then as far as the lats, in North America, we got the easier one, I think. Yeah. It's better in-game because it does better attacking. It's a counter for itself.
Yeah.
And then it's also easier as far as less people need it.
It's an interesting catch.
Talk about it.
It's a little bit harder than I expected. It moves around a little bit differently than the others. I mean, it's not super hard. It's a little bit further than some of the previous bosses have been. I think it's easier to hit when it's lower in the screen than when higher.
I had a lot of trouble. I was 1 for 4, and I feel like I could grade it a good percentage of the time. But as far as like setting a circle and waiting for a throw, it was difficult to be patient. It feels like it moves a lot more than it attacks.
Yeah, I actually didn't try at all to do the set circle trick. And normally, that's how I catch the raid bosses 95% of the time, except for Lugia. I just didn't care about Lugia at all, so I just kind of just threw the ball.
That hurt me. It's because like Rayquaza I cared about, and I was good at it, and I focused on every one. And then Lugia, I just did not care.
Yeah.
So I was just throwing balls, and that was it. And I feel like 2 weeks of that, I'm out of practice.
I mean, the only one I cared about too was a shiny one, which was 100% catch rate.
Exactly.
So you could just straight ball it and catch it with the pin app. And
how hard are you going to raid these two in the next few weeks? Next few months, I guess.
I mean, apparently there's a shiny chance, so I'll go for a shiny and stuff like that.
The asset for the shiny is in the game.
Yeah,
but it's not actually. I don't know that anyone's caught it yet.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm so, like, I feel like we might have seen one with the groups of people.
I was still on the internet and hadn't seen one yet.
Still nothing yet.
Yeah, I mean, there may be. It's possible that I missed it, but I didn't see one yet. So.
But I don't know. It's not that like Rayquaza's better, Dragonite's better, so I don't know that I'll care that much. I'll do them. Mainly just to get rare candy, to use the rare candy to pump up my other stuff.
Right.
But that's really it.
So where it's nice is in gyms. The Dragon Breath, Dragon Claw moveset's very good for clearing gyms. Because the short charge, and you never really used that set, right? You never had a good...
No, I never had, I mean...
It's wonderful.
Plus I use my Mewtwo no matter what.
Oh yeah,
so,
exactly.
It's just what I like to use.
But the nice thing, I mean, you can... the Dragon Breath, Dragon Claw, you can dodge better than anything else.
Yeah.
And like... for people who care about revives and care about taking down gyms, like for that subset of people, it's a good.
I mean, there's a good, everybody plays the game differently. Our group, I would say, doesn't do the gym game. Like the Bucksmont group doesn't do the gym game like the Northeast group does.
Right.
I'm in both Discords. I've been hanging out and playing with the Northeast group a lot more recently, and their gym game is insane. The turnover of gyms it's a lot of fun to watch. They have a lot of fun with it and everything. Yeah. So that will be important for them, using through, because
for those guys, I mean,
they talk about not having revives and potions all the time, and so that's definitely going to help them.
Yeah, I mean, they have the ability to dodge all the charges, and the 3-bar, you can kill things so much quicker.
Yeah.
Especially when it gets, demotivated a little bit. It's very nice. I mean, I'll rate it for rare candy and stuff. I was hoping for a more exciting 3.
Yeah.
I'm excited about Pinsir. I'm going to do that a bit. But, I was hoping for, a Jolteon style, difficult 3. Yeah. So, that's a tiny bit of a letdown. So I'll probably get stuck doing them.
I like how they've been rotating them a bit more now.
I agree.
Yeah,
I think it's great.
I think if they had a set schedule of when things would rotate, that would be nice as well too.
I mean, I would guess that they're going to be the same now for the next 8 weeks.
It's going to be a good bit, I think, until we see difference.
Did you notice how it's 5 weeks of the first rotation and 4 weeks of the second one?
Yeah.
I wonder why that is. It seems a little odd. So.
It maybe just made sense because they were switching these bosses around, so that's why they just did it. So.
But yeah, just odd how they would go.
Yeah.
We get 5 weeks of Latios, and
they're just trying to throw us off like they did with the X passes and stuff like that. They just they don't like us to. They don't want to be consistent. They want to be like ChaosBill and just throw things all around.
So we had an EX wave recently. That's a good transition to that.
Yeah.
I got a pass. I believe you did too. I know you did too.
Yeah.
In our Discord, it was an overwhelmingly strong pass set.
Yeah.
Those aren't words. They were a very, very good distribution of passes. We got more gyms than we've had since the golden ages back in January. And I don't know of a person who raided at a gym and didn't get a pass.
Yeah, and
they probably exist. It's not 100%.
There was also wasn't this the first time that, or maybe the first or second time that a gym repeated weeks in a row getting a pass?
Yeah, that was weird. I don't know the details of that, so I don't want to talk about it publicly until I learn more about it.
But I know for a fact that
it did.
They did. Yeah, the Huntington Valley.
So it was live for 2 days and it still got a pass.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep.
Interesting.
So, I was pretty surprised at that as well.
So that's a sponsored gem, and essentially, because passes went out a little later, usually it would be out before the EX raid. This time it went out afterwards. There was a 36-hour gap.
Yeah.
And that generated a pass.
Yep, again.
That's crazy.
It is. I was surprised.
Yeah, that's interesting. So, I'd love to know if it looked back to before everything, or if it just took from that 36 hours.
I'm not 100%. I believe it did look back before.
Okay, cool.
From just, I'm not 100% on it.
Yeah.
But looking at the people talking about it in the Discords and stuff like that, it looks like they did look back.
It's interesting.
I know I'm really happy about the time of my X-ray though, because I have a busy day that day.
Do you really?
Yeah, I'm going to a Flyers game in the afternoon and a Phillies game at night. So
the morning raid is nice.
Yeah, so mine's at 11:30. I'm kind of like surprised at it though. I still don't exactly know the timing because I know some people were doing solos that got the pass there as well.
Yeah.
But the large group that mainly got the passes, we did our raid at like 6 o'clock at night.
Yeah, it's interesting.
So it definitely was interesting.
But
I'm happy with the way it worked.
We spiked ours around lunchtime and ended up getting it for 3 o'clock.
Interesting.
Yeah, that was nice. The guy I do the golem with, Cuddles, kind of taking over the EX passes for our group and like managing all that stuff. And he predicted the day and time.
Yep.
You know, the passes are going out. So last minute we saw a 2-star somewhere, and we all ran and did it, and passes came out like not too long later.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So I think if you know the date passes are going out, you don't always know because they do vary it up sometimes. But if you know the day passes are going out, and you have gyms, this is an Easter time, obviously it'll be different in your time zone.
Yeah.
But for us, if you have gyms that go in that 12 to 1:15 window, like those gyms are usually gonna get an EX pass.
Yeah, when you do that raid.
So you do that raid, the gym goes dark, and then the passes come out. You know, I don't think you're more likely to get passes from that wave than any other wave, but I think that you're doing a wave at a gym that almost certainly is going to be a pass.
Going to get a pass. Yeah.
We had discovered this for sure under the old system.
Yeah.
I was about to publish it and kind of go live with the whole system or whatever, and they changed everything a week later and ruined it all. But we could actually predict, you know, once you got to even around like 8 o'clock in the morning, what gyms would get passes for a 1:30 distribution.
So I get why they changed up the system. They don't want it to be predictable.
Yeah.
I kind of liked the pattern and the predictability just because that way, like, if you definitely didn't want to pass, you knew not to raid and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, I'm the king of getting passes when I'm not around.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, if you know you're going to be traveling and things like that, and like it's one of those things. I don't know how some of the YouTubers do it, where they get a pass and then they fly back to where they were.
Yeah.
Like, must be nice.
We're not that wealthy.
No, not that wealthy. Just not that much time either. You know, like real jobs and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but it's interesting.
So this week I'm going to get screwed because I did multiple Starbucks in New York. I did multiple parks in Central Park and stuff, multiple gyms there. I did a Starbucks in Jersey and then multiple parks in Jersey. So I think I'm in trouble. I think this pass is not going to be anywhere near my house.
I mean, depending on when it is, though, you still might be able to make it, though, because New York's not that far of a trip for us. So,
no, it's not. It's not.
It's a nice train ride.
Yeah, it would depend, though. Well, that would be the...
we probably can't if it's the 14th.
Yeah, exactly.
We are planning on our little trip on the 14th.
We can say that, yeah.
Yeah.
So it looks like we're going to be in Baltimore on the 14th.
The first Trust the Cones trip.
We're excited. We don't quite know the details yet. We're talking to someone there, and we think we're going to go that day. We think we're going to be there. We don't know if it's just me and Bill going, if we're going to bring others.
I think it's looking like there's going to be other people with us, too.
Yeah.
Just a couple. Go down and grind and see their play style, the community down there. I'm really excited.
I'm psyched for the waterfront.
Yeah, I've been to Baltimore waterfront before.
Yeah.
It's been actually a while, but I've never played Pokemon down there.
No, I haven't been there for like ever. I've spun a couple stops at the train station, I think.
Yeah.
And that's about it, you know?
Yeah, so lots of Halos. We're both level 40, so we don't really care too much about XP.
No, I'm going for 80 million. I actually care.
I'm actually closing in on 40 million, so, you know, once I hit that, I don't think I'll care as much, but I did want to hit 40 twice, basically.
Yeah.
So it's going to be fun either way. I'm looking forward to it, mainly just because it's our first trip, like, going somewhere else together, besides, like, New York or something like that.
And it's awesome, because we can also be like, we're Trust the Cones. We have a podcast and a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
We have both now, you know? It's exciting.
Yeah. We'll definitely be shooting some video down there for a video and everything like that, too. So
we're 99% firmed on this. I think we're probably 95% firmed. So once all the details are up, we'll put it on our various Twitters and do it that way.
Yeah.
So it should be exciting. Let's talk about quests.
Quests are amazing.
Yeah, I think it's the best thing in the game. Possibly better than raids, honestly. I love raids with all my heart. But I think it's great.
How far are you in your view?
I am stuck on the Magikarp step.
Okay.
So I had 50 Magikarp candy when it broke. Again, questing for 80 million, so I've been dumping... Whenever I have candy, I've been evolving stuff, you know? So, I'm also like top 10 in the US in evolves.
Yeah.
So I feel like I have to evolve stuff now, you know?
Gotta keep going.
No, for real. Yeah. It's one of those things where, like, once you're there, you gotta keep it up.
Yeah.
So the tiny rat one, I'm like top 20.
That's pretty crazy too.
Oh, it's awesome, but I feel like I have to keep grinding rats now, you know. But yeah, so I've been stuck on that. I've done well. I mean, it was 50 candy, 2 days ago, and I'm at 330 now.
Nice.
I think if I really wanted to, I could finish tonight. I'm not going to, but I should be able to finish it tomorrow.
Yeah. I lucked out. I had 1,600 Magikarp candy just sitting there ready to go. So I had 2 shiny Magikarps, so I evolved one into a Gyarados, so now I have 2 shiny Gyarados.
Yeah.
So pretty happy about that. I do have my Mew already.
It's awesome.
It's a lot of fun.
How's the IP?
It's an 84%.
Okay, cool.
I think it's like an 11, 15, 13. I don't really care that much. I mean, it is interesting though that you can only get one, and they're not all equal. I've seen people get 98s.
Yeah, we have someone local got a 98.
Yeah, jealous little bragger too. But he plays a lot, so it's not like he's not one that doesn't deserve.
No,
he definitely he's a legit grinder. He 100% deserves it.
98% deserves it.
Yeah,
get it?
Yeah,
tons.
But I do find it interesting that you only get one, and they're not equal IVs for everybody or anything.
Tell them the moves you got.
Well, I didn't actually get those moves. I did get Hyper Beam as my charge move. My fast move was an electric one.
Okay.
But I had like 80 fast moves, or fast TMs, so I was like, I'm just going to use a bunch, and I got Shadow Claw on it, so
nice.
Pretty happy about it.
So by DPS, damage per second, that is the best moveset.
Yeah, so I'll probably keep it.
It's still not good, and it's probably functionally it's going to be a different moveset that's good.
Yeah,
there's going to be some weird niche use at some point. I'm sad it's not good.
Yeah,
Mew's adorable.
He is adorable. I do eventually want to max it out.
Yeah.
I don't want to give away too many spoilers because
don't please.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'm sure like you do get candy when you catch it.
Yeah.
So I think most people do know that now.
Okay.
So I pumped it with the candy that I have. I do eventually want to get it to 40 just as a trophy more than anything, really. Yeah. The encounter is fun.
Okay.
That's
I'm looking forward
all I'll say. There's definitely a lot of spoilers out there. I have some pictures, and I actually have my encounter recorded. So eventually we'll post that somewhere and everything. But I'm not going to spoil it for you. I can't do it.
Yeah, I'm excited. I should have it in the next day or two.
Yeah.
I'm overwhelmed by the rewards.
Oh yeah, the 100,000 Stardust.
Yeah.
I was like, oh wow. I was like, cool, thanks.
Did you spend it how fast?
It's gone.
Yeah. The fact that they're giving away like incubators and incense and then like raid passes and
use
TMs.
Them already.
Of course.
Yeah. Maybe not the TMs yet though. But I mean, I just have so many TMs saved.
Well, I like how it was giving you like the item for the next part of the quest.
Yeah, like the raid pass. Yeah. And you had to do 10 raids.
Well, the incubator for the hatch the eggs too. You know.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So
I used those incubators already.
I like. We screwed up the first night, so we were out and we were just like, we'll do this when we have to. And we didn't walk our buddies far enough in the second step.
Yep.
So then all of a sudden raids were over.
Yep.
And we're like, oh no, we can't do the next step. We can't do raids. So we could have been done a lot faster. Or Bill could have been faster. I still would have been drowning in lack of Magikarp candy.
Yeah. I knocked it out pretty quick though. I was pretty lucky. I got my Ditto pretty quickly, and then I actually posted it on a couple Discords and everything. So others were able to get it as well because of that. So that's pretty cool. So you struggled getting your Ditto.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
So I had 743 catches, 735 when I was out, and then 8 more when I got home. And not one was a Ditto. Wow. And it was one of those things where like not even a Ditto fled. You know how like every once in a while a Ditto will flee and like, you see it in your Go Plus or whatever? No, I'd never encountered a Ditto. Ugh. And I ended up in Jersey, and then all my friends are like, oh, Ditto here, up here. It doesn't help me.
I'm not home.
Yeah, it was... I guess it was in Philly that day. Yeah, it was very, very brutal and frustrating. Yeah. But then the next morning, I got one on incense, and then
that's pretty cool.
A minute later, I got another one.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I've actually like gotcha'd a couple of them since the quest has been over for me and everything, and I'm like, oh, I don't even know where that was.
My son's on that quest now, and he Go Plus one by accident.
That's awesome.
No, it ran.
Oh, it ran.
Yeah, my wife Go Plus it too, and she caught it.
Well, that's good.
He had the bad result.
Oh, that sucks.
This morning, my wife and I were both playing in different areas, so I needed carp, and all I found was ghost, and she needed ghost, and all she found was carp.
Yeah.
So it was one of those kind of things, where just like wrong place, wrong time.
So, going to the other quest, what's been your favorite quest that you've done so far?
Catch a Ditto.
Catch a Ditto.
So this was the killer, the Ditto thing is, you know, first thing that morning I spin a stop and I get Catch a Ditto, get 3 rare candy. And you guys know how much I love rare candy.
I wish I was around to get that.
Yeah, no, I was telling everyone where it was. Yeah. It was not in the area.
I just wasn't in the area. Yeah, I know.
And it's not worth driving for it. You're better off just paying for a raid, you know? Yeah. But, so I had that, and once I got the Ditto, I mean, it was so good. It was just rare candy. And the same little, it was a parking lot with 2 stops. One had that, and one had Battle of Gym 3 times and get a rare candy.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. I'm jealous. The rare candy ones are definitely the best that I've seen.
Yeah, there's some good Stardust ones.
I've only gotten 1 rare candy one so far. Okay. It was do 7 super effective charged moves in gym battles.
Which seems bugged, incidentally.
Yeah, it is a little bit bugged, but I still got it done. It's definitely one of the easier ones to do. But anything Stardust, rare candy. I really like the encounters too.
What's your favorite thing you've got from an encounter?
I've transferred everything so far. Okay.
No, but I mean, as far as what encounter have you enjoyed doing?
Just all of them are fun. I think. Cool. Honestly, I don't have a favorite so far. One that I've heard others get that I haven't personally got yet was the hatch 5 eggs, and then you get the Chansey encounter. Yeah. I'm jealous of that.
Like 2 of those in our area. Yeah, I haven't gotten either.
Yeah, I definitely. I would do that in a heartbeat. Yeah. I mean, I'd walk eggs a decent amount already anyway, but that one would be pretty cool. I'd be excited about that. But yeah, the Stardust ones are awesome for sure. I always need Stardust. Yeah. I really like it.
Love it.
I do want to see, they were talking about rewards as avatar items and stuff like that. Haven't heard of anything like that yet. No. We don't know if that's maybe going to be part of the 7-day or like getting your stamps and like being the reward and stuff. But I would like to see it, even if it was new stuff, not stuff that you have to pay for, like just something different. It would be cool. So.
Yeah, I'm with you 1,000,000%. Like, I haven't found anything I don't like about it. My favorite thing is you can delete a quest you don't want. Yeah. So if I get, like, battle a gym for an encounter, like, I'm not battling a gym for an encounter. I can delete it, you know? I've gotten really good at figuring out what I can do passively, like when I'm driving, and what I can do, like, actively. And I found that the Catch 3 Pidgey or Murkrow one is, like, the best one. Yeah. Because you can just cycle through it so quickly, and usually it's giving you, like, I think 5 Pokeballs or 6 berries or something along those lines.
So how many quests have you done so far?
I was in the 140s last I looked. I can look now.
Yeah, I'm up to 135. And it's been out for, what, 3 or 4 days?
It's a Friday. Today's Monday, so you have a little more than 3 days. Yeah. My game's not loaded. Oh, there it is. Talk for a second. Hold on.
So
this is epic.
I feel like it's going to be, you know, pretty... I think, you know, at least less than 2 months I'll be at the 1,000.
Oh, easily. Yeah. I'm at 170 already.
Wow. Yeah,
so awesome. I could conceivably hit...
This month.
Like, yeah, April for sure. Yeah. For sure, yeah. I played a lot. I mean, we grinded pretty hard on Saturday. This has really re-energized my son. My older son likes the game. At one point, we were level 32 together. Yeah. And all of a sudden, I was 40 and he was 32. So he kind of faded on it at some point. It really re-energized him and got him excited about it.
I feel like I could be at more, but I held on to some of the ones that aren't necessarily as easy to do, just because I wanted to do them and things like that.
Yeah, and you've been doing the one to spend 3 new stops. Yeah. And that's not a good one efficiency-wise.
It's definitely not a good one efficiency-wise. But it's cool. But I knew some areas that I could get to stops, but I just hadn't before. Yeah. So I've done that, and I still know some areas that I have a couple that are reachable.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
That are still near each other as well, too, so it wouldn't take me too long if I got it again. But it's cool. I know a lot of people are playing where they're not deleting them just to try. Yeah. I was actually walking with some people.
I'd be miserable. I'd have all these battle gym ones. It'd be so bad.
Just battle gym. It doesn't take long.
I hate it.
You don't even have to like defeat the gym.
No, you just got to battle.
Literally just have to battle.
Well, some of them have to say win a gym battle. Some of them say battle the gym.
Yeah, but winning it, but if you win the gym, just one fight, and then you run, and then you're done.
I know.
But I was actually, the day they came out, or not, it wasn't the day they came out, it was when I was getting my Mew on Sunday, on Easter. I was walking around with people at the local park, and they're like, well, I haven't deleted the quest yet. They're like, because they didn't realize you could delete it. And I told them, I was like, oh, you can delete quests if you don't want to do it and everything. And I had just got my Mew, and I was like, oh, it's an 84%. And they're like, oh man, maybe if I don't delete a quest, I'll get 100% Mew. Maybe the more quests you delete, the lower your IV is. And I was like, yeah, I don't think so. But good luck with that.
No, I like that you can delete them. And I like that you can go back and get them because, like, sometimes I raid in the morning, sometimes I raid at night, but if I know, like, I'm going to raid at a certain time, all right, I'll delete this raid one now, but I'll come back and grab it on the way to the raid.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I had one that I picked up last night right before I was going home, and it was win a raid for 1,000 Stardust.
Yeah, I like that.
So I held on to it.
It's 500 now. You see they
did change all that, but I was like, it's worth keeping.
Yeah,
so
I think so.
I kept it, and because I knew I'd be raiding today. I made sure I went and did an earlier raid and stuff like that just to get it done. But
I try to get 3 that I don't finish yet for the way home.
Okay.
So when I'm home at night, you know, I can actually do them.
Yeah.
Neither of us live at a stop, so we have to take home what we get.
And there's some tricks and stuff too. Like if you don't think you're going to be able to play the next day, but you want to make sure you get your stamp for the next day, you can just not claim a reward, and then claim it after midnight, and you'll get your reward for the next day, or your stamp for the next day. It's also been found, unfortunately, for one person that was found this way, but you don't need them in a row. It doesn't reset or anything like that. Your stamps, unfortunately, Holly was posting that she completely forgot to do her quest that day because she had her stuff stolen, which really sucks.
So if you're around Philly, you probably already know about this, but just in case, if you happen to see
a blue Pokemon Go travel backpack, with all Holly's camera stuff in it, and just her house keys were in there, her wallet was in there. It's just a shame. I mean, she even posted about, be aware of your surroundings. So, it's one of the first rules of Pokemon Go. It's a shame that somebody would do that. But
that's a downside of Philly. I mean,
it's a big city. You can't really leave your stuff around like that. But I feel terrible for her.
I do too. So everything's replaceable, but like there was stuff on those SD cards that she may not have downloaded.
Well, luckily she did find that she left some of her SD cards at home. Yeah. So she didn't lose her one trip and everything. Like that. So I was very happy to see that for her.
I saw her on Saturday. We at the waterfront grinding.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
It was her and DX1 were there.
That's so cool.
And this was before she lost everything. Yeah. So it was funny to run into her. Small world.
Yeah, I haven't hung out with her in a little while. Have to get together with her soon. We want to bring her on as a guest.
That's a good transition. So look at that. This is all unplanned. This is all spur of the moment and stuff. So when this happens, it's amazing. We're going to be getting guests on our podcast. So it's not going to be just us talking. That's going to be a big part of it because we love to talk. But we're going to try to get different guests from different parts of the game. Some mainstream, some not so mainstream, some controversial, some not so controversial.
Yeah. We want to just hit all different aspects of the game, get everybody's opinions on things like that. Mainly give our opinions. That's really what we care about. But yeah, we want to mix it up a lot, and I think she's probably got a good story to tell us and everything, how she got into the game.
Yeah, one of the things I want to do is I want to talk to people about their story, because I think a lot of people if you're a guy who solos raids, you make videos of you soloing raids, and that's your thing, you know. But what does this guy do? What's his job, and what does he like to do when he plays the game besides solo raids? And I don't know. I think I definitely think there's a market for this, being totally selfish, and I think that we can fill that market pretty well of just showing different things.
I just finished a quest while we were sitting here.
What quest was it?
Just hit curveballs.
Nice.
5 of them.
Nice. See, I turned my phone off to focus on the podcast.
I multitask. I never turn my phone off. The game's always on.
No, I was checking my phone 10 seconds ago. It's a total lie.
Even when we do our live streams, I have my phone on and I'm catching stuff while we're live streaming and stuff. It's just, I never turn the game off.
So I miss the questions, I'll be honest. I kind of like the questions.
Yeah.
So if you guys have questions, tweet us.
Yeah, tweet us.
At TrustTheCones, at TrustTheKev, at ChaosBill46. And then email. The email is trustthecones@gmail.com. So we'll do a listener question segment every week.
Absolutely. That's a great idea. We never even talked about that before.
I stole it from the other podcast I listened to.
Okay. But yeah, feel free. We love answering questions. Yeah. No matter what it's about. We might not always have the answer, but we'll do our best to answer it. We'll answer it in our way, at least.
And again, you're getting some facts here, but you're also getting quite a bit of opinion.
Mostly opinion.
A lot of the stuff's not concrete. I mean, some things are do this, this quickly, and it's going to get you this, and it's concrete, and there's math behind it. But a lot of what's the best counter is really intuitive, and there's a lot. I'm sorry, it's not intuitive, and there's a lot going on where different things affect different times, and it's not a simple yes/no question.
I mean, we've found that, just for an example, Machamp. 100% Machamp isn't necessarily as good as a 15, 13, 15 Machamp. So there's all different kinds of things.
And that's a really specific scenario. I mean, that is in cloudy weather against Tyranitar with Bite Crunch.
Yep. So
and it sims a whole second faster. I mean, it's like it's a significant difference when you're chasing records and such.
But I was super excited when I hatched that
15, 13,
15 Machop. That's going to be my 6th Machamp eventually. So all different kinds of stuff like that, though. We love answering questions. We love getting people involved. Just being recognized and things like that around. I mean, you're not going to recognize us just hearing our voices, but
that was the hardest thing about getting Bill to buy into the podcast, because early on,
look at me,
he got recognized in like Florida.
I did,
and he was all excited about it and stuff. So the fact that you can't see his face anymore.
Yeah,
we should just have one podcast.
Pretty,
we put it on YouTube.
But I'm kidding. I'm not really.
I have a face for podcasting. This is great for me. And pace of speech, guys. I know a lot of you are from different countries. Mm-hmm. We're trying. We're naturally fast talkers, and we get together and we get excited, and it gets fast.
It definitely does. We start getting excited about things, and we just ramble on. And
give us time. We're going to work on that. Also, recording equipment.
Yeah.
We are so ghetto right now. We're using the camera
that we use for YouTube.
That's the best microphone that we have.
But eventually, we're going to get a mic. It'll be a much better setup.
Eventually, being very soon. I think
probably by the next podcast that we try to do. I think we can get it by then.
I hope so.
They're not that bad.
It's a matter of actually getting it, though, because if you get it, it means you're not doing a quest.
Yeah, I mean, there's spawn points at the Best Buy.
That's true.
So we can just catch everything in the
You buy it at Walmart instead, there's more spawn points.
There you go.
You know, I had never shopped in a Walmart in my entire life.
Until spawns.
Until, the last, 6 months. It's just so many damn spawns in the Walmart.
They should give us a discount. We advertised Walmart in one of our videos.
2 of our videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hear that, Walmart? Because we know you're listening.
Yeah. I think that's it. I think we could talk more, but I think we're losing steam.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we can always just keep talking, but we had a lot of the stuff that we wanted to talk about. The new raid bosses, the quests, and things like that. And like we said, feel free to email us, tweet us. We want to hear your questions. Give us feedback as well too. Let us know what you want to hear about. And we'll talk to you soon.
I'm going to stop you for 1 second. That was a good outro. But I want to play a game to end every podcast. I'll do this with our guests too.
All right.
So remember Dustberry Kill?
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that.
I want to bring that back and do that every podcast. So Dust is something that you're really excited about right now. Okay. You really want to dump Dust into it and just go nuts, Berry is something that you want long term. You're going to need a candy. It's going to be on your team. You're not there yet, but you're going to build it up. And then Kill means time to delete it.
Yeah, transfer.
So basically, it's like the other game with the not so nice words.
So are we gonna? All right, so Dustberry Kill.
All right, so we have technical difficulties there. So I don't know how this cut's gonna look. So I'm saying.
Well, it's not gonna look like anything. It's gonna sound weird though, probably.
All right, so I'm cutting that. That's for damn sure. The best part is just 0% chance I actually cut this. Yeah. All right. So anyway, we were explaining that the game is called Dustberry Kill. You dust something that you want right now. You need it right this second. Mm-hmm. You bury something that you want long term, and you kill something that you just don't really need anymore.
Okay.
So we're gonna go Latios, Rayquaza, Mew.
Oh, okay. So Dust is definitely Rayquaza because it's important.
Yeah.
So maxing that out like crazy. Berry is going to be Mew for me.
That's your long-term commitment?
Because I love it. Yeah, I want to eventually max it out. And then kill the Latios or however the heck you say it.
If someone has a good pronunciation for us, we wouldn't mind knowing how to say it. Yeah,
definitely. And the only reason I'd kill it is just because it's not the best dragon type. It's good. It is, like we've talked about, it's good for gyms and stuff like that, but I personally just won't use it for that,
So I would dust Latios because I think it'll be fun for gyms, and I love Breath Claw.
Okay.
It's a really fun moveset. I want to use it. I think Rayquaza is going to be good for a while, so I want to invest in it. I have my 2 max.
So you're burying that.
Try to get more. Burying that. And then, that's what I said. Bury.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to kill Mew.
But you know what? That probably was the better choice because you can't actually kill Mew.
I can't kill Mew. I don't have to live up to it. There's no standard of accountability here.
Well, you got me there, so I guess I should delete my 3 Latios then.
Go now.
Nope. I mean, none of them are actually any good. So I could actually be okay with it. I'm sure by the time they're gone, I'll have better ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was fun. Hopefully, you guys like that game.
Try to close every with that. Or think of some other clever games.
Yeah.
Or not clever games, just games in general.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll talk to you soon.
Bye-bye, guys. See you next week.